I do.
Hey, we're live. Okay. Hey, it's
Hi,
Amy. So there's like a 10-second delay, but we are here with my friend Tracy, and she uses the Cricut. And I know we've been talking lately about so many of you guys have Cricuts, but they're either in a box or you got it out once and you haven't used it yet, or you really are just frustrated in learning how to make the things you want to make. And she is a wizard when it comes to using the Cricut. So I thought it would be fun to come live with her tonight and let her talk to you about how she teaches people to do this, because it's a process. It's not, I mean, if you've tried, it's not an open the box and go type of thing. So if you're watching live, say hi, let us know you're here. Drop a just let us know where you're watching from, and if you're watching on the replay, obviously hashtag replay so we can say hi to you later. And if it's your first time watching too, let us know so everybody can welcome you. So hey Tracy.
Hey Amy.
How are you doing?
It's going good. We just finished up a 3-day live class. We made I can't really see it, but we made some strawberry little pieces right there.
Yes.
And we just finished that up. And so we had a lot of new people in our group, and we had a lot of new people who haven't dusted off their machine or even got the machine. One just arrived like the day before our class. So we help a lot of, if you're new to anything Cricut or learning design space, it's overwhelming at first. And so we really help people over at Print Cut Craft how to navigate that and how to learn how to use your machine and make Pinterest worthy crafts without like wanting to chuck your machine out the window.
Yeah, so if those of you guys that are watching, and if you're in my Joyful Crafting Club, those of you guys have been raving about those short videos. Tracy's the one who told me to do that. She was like, you need to do short videos for them. And she was like, short videos. And I was like, oh, I really, my inclination would have just been to like go live, and I wouldn't have thought about it. But Tracy is such a great teacher, and she's so good at taking things that are complicated or intricate or have a lot of steps and breaking it down so you can understand how to apply that. And yeah, so many of you guys have been raging about the short videos. But let's take a second and say hi to everybody, and then we'll keep going. So hey, Juanita's here. Brenda, hey Brenda. Sharon, hi Sharon. And there's Miss Donna. There's Leslie. Leslie just got a Cricut. Like legitimately, it just came. I think like last week, right, Leslie?
I think did she take my class? I feel like there was a Leslie, but I don't know if it's the same last name. But somebody just got a Cricut right before, like the day before our class. I'm like, well, that's perfect timing.
That might have been her.
I don't know.
There's Sandy. We'll find out. She'll let us. There's Sandy. Hey, Sandy. Tammy. I know Tammy does not have a Cricut, but she was excited to come watch. Hey. Oh, hi, Elaine. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Oh, Miss Mary Beth. She's over on YouTube. Pam's over on YouTube. Hey, guys. Yep, that was Leslie. Okay, good.
I think I know that name.
Oh, you joined her class. Yes, good. And this is Cassie. Hey, Cassie. Glad you guys are all here. So I will tell you, I started using my Silhouette before Nate was born. So it was way back when they first. Chandra wanted to say hi to her first time. Oh, she's interested in getting a Cricut. Okay. All right. Well, Tracy's your girl. I got a Silhouette way back when they first came out. And I think it was when Cricut still had those like plug-in, like you had to go get the die cut thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they it was when I was food blogging. They shipped it to me as part of a promotion. And I made something and I cut out the word joy and I put it on a piece of craft paper and I put it in a frame, and I was so proud of myself. And I posted it on my blog, and I was like, oh, look what I did, and it's been so far. I mean, I've come so far from there, but that first project, when you finish it, like, do you feel like your students are super excited?
Oh, heck yeah. Like, that's what's so fun, is just watching their progress, especially if, for the people who just get their machine and they're so frustrated, and then you helping them walk through it, especially because I used to be a high school home ec teacher. So if I could teach a whole football team how to cook and do the dishes and wash the towels too, I'm like, we could totally teach people how to do the Cricut machine. But we do have a lot of beginners, and especially because I have a teaching background, I'm so happy to explain the answer again and again and again until they get it. And I think once you get over that little hump of the first time of cutting something, no matter which cutting machine you have, you're like, it's just that initial fear of, I don't know how to use this. What do I do? It's so frustrating. So the biggest hurdles, I think, are getting over your frustration and not knowing how to do the software that comes with it. And then once you understand the software and you make your first cut, you're like, oh my gosh, I did it.
Yeah. Yep. So just so we know in the comments, why don't you, I know a couple of you, like Leslie's got a Cricut. I know Juanita, but drop if you have a Cricut, do that. Donna just said she's a Silhouette. Tell us, or say you don't have one, just so we kind of have a pulse on what y'all use. And so, and what she just because I'd love to see that. I know Tracy would too. But what I know is that just like what you said, when you get over that hump and you kind of get those first initial stages going, then you start to like see possibilities, right? And then it kind of opens up this world of like, oh, hold on. Yeah. Like I could do this, right?
What's so fun is when you see somebody, especially over time, our customers have been with us quite a few years, is that especially for somebody who's just brand new, a beginner, and then now like a couple years later, they're selling what they make and making money doing it. That's so awesome.
You know what it is? It's, and you know, that's honestly kind of how I got into lasers. Was I started and I understood that SVG file and what you could do with the SVG file. And then I got that and I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. And you did all kinds of stuff with my Silhouette. And like now moving up into the laser too, I mean, it's a different application, but it's the same basic principle. It's cut file. Oh, hey, Diane. Okay, so let's see. Diane, do you have a cutting machine? I don't think you do. So let's see what people are saying. So Chandra, she's thinking about getting one. Brenda's got a Cricut maker. Cassie's got a Cricut. Oh, Mary Beth, she has a Brother Cut and Scan. Donna Chris has a Silhouette. Pam's got a Joy and a Cricut. Sharon's got a Joy or a Cricut maker. And Sandy's got an old school Cricut with cartridges, and she's thinking about upgrading. Sandy, you have to upgrade. I'm just saying.
It's time.
Yes, and this is what Leslie said. So Tracy makes it so easy to understand her and her resources. Yeah. So you guys know, like, this is when I did my Joyful Crafting Club. I haven't shared this with you guys yet, but when I launched, Tracy's the one who really helped me understand, okay, you need to write this, and you need to do this, and she just helps me through all of that. She's a wonderful teacher. She really is. So tell us, Tracy, because we know you use the Cricut, you teach people how to use the Cricut, and we see that cute tiered tray in the back. But tell us, what do you teach them to do every month? Like, what does it look like inside your group?
So I have two groups. And so we have a monthly craft club where we come and do one craft each month. You get 10 SVG files and you get the craft of the month club project. So because I'm a teacher and I want to make sure I do pre-recorded videos. We have instruction booklets that are very detailed. And I teach it live because I know everybody learns differently. And so I want to make sure I meet you where you're at. And so that in that $15 a month club, we shop our craft room as much as we can. Although we do bring in things here or there that we may or may not have. But I know if you're a crafter like me, you have a plethora of supplies that you probably have that you just haven't used. And so we're trying to use up some of our supplies while learning a new technique. And the teacher in me is always like, hey, let's push him to do this. Hey, we're going to do that. And then we have a subscription box, which we just switched. We're just launching it this week as a new version. It was every other month, and now we're doing it every month, and we're making it a bit more simple. And so like this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing for Maybox. We don't normally show what we're doing for our boxes if they're a surprise. But I don't know if you can see this. I wanted to show them that they get the wood cutouts and we're getting all the embellishments. You get the vinyl. We don't do paint. We used to ship paint, and after it exploded so many times, we're not doing that. But,
it's a disaster.
yeah. So it's just like the subscription boxes. If you don't like to shop for supplies and you want all the things shipped to you minus your adhesives and paint, then that's kind of like what it is. So, but if you're just brand new, or you want to learn a lot of techniques, or you want a library of back lessons, like then our club might be for you. So we just, I don't know, we just kind of help people.
They're all in love. They're all.
I know everybody loves it.
So everybody, look. So everyone right now, Juanita is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And Leslie's like, check out the bee. Cassie loves the huge bee. So
yeah, I saw that you made it so
we've
cute.
been doing bees.
Yeah.
All month. And so do they have to have a cutting machine to be in that club? You give them the files.
It'd be pretty boring if you didn't.
Okay.
So yeah, because like you do a lot more painting. I do a lot more vinyl. Like I don't really enjoy painting. Leslie can tell you that when we painted, we did the prep party, I do it as fast as I can because I was like, I don't really enjoy painting. And so I was like, I'm excited to have you on my page when we get together and collaborate and do something with what you're doing, because you can do all the painting part and I'll just follow what you say to do.
And I'm like, get in there with the decor wax and they'll sand it and make it look all. I'm like,
no more. I'm like, how fast can I paint this? Like, how fast can I paint this? Like, it's like 1 coat, good, 2 coat. Okay, that's good enough. And I'm good with good enough. I don't go really in and go do details, stuff like that with the paint.
They're like, I'm like, okay, I know I'm kind of obsessing over this right now, but I just can't stop until it looks the way. They know that about me. Like, I'll get so focused. Yeah, and then I spill stuff. Yeah. No, I love that though, because you're really there to teach them how to use the Cricut. And yeah, and that's the other thing about a good teacher, guys, is that she's gonna stay focused on her goal. And like her goal with you is to learn how to be effective with that machine, right? She's not there to teach you how to paint, and she can't teach you. She can't be effective. That's the other thing you know about a good teacher. She knows she can't be effective at teaching you every single thing in the world. You'll never get done. So if you guys spent forever on the painting and then forever on the cutting, and you wouldn't get finished. It would be a hot mess. Yeah. So it's just, yeah, she's amazing. And so you have that big bee, but you also have some tier trays. So where, like, the bee comes in the subscription box, right? Yes. So that would be like all your wood pieces, your vinyl pieces, the ribbons, the bolts. And then you get, we have a class library where you have all your digital assets, where you have the pre-recorded videos, your SVG files, and the instruction booklet, of course. And then we teach that live once a month. But in this one, because we're switching it up, we're adding an extra kit if you order by tomorrow. We're closing our doors tomorrow for this. So like, we're making this little guy because I want you to learn how to cut felt. Okay. And we're making this one because I want you to learn how to do print then cut. Okay. And so I'm like using different applications, like similar to what like Amy does, but we're doing stenciling and more felt and just layering felt or layering vinyl. So like everything I do kind of has a purpose, but we're adding this. We haven't done this before. So if you order the subscription box in this month only, you're getting like an extra kit. So okay, so this month they're getting do they get the bee this month? The bee and the bonus. Ships May 1st. So the bee ships along with this kit goes in your box. So they get bee. But we're not making this live. This one's recorded. You have to just follow the directions. The only thing we're doing live is the bee. Okay, so if you want the bee, guys, hit the heart button. I want to see how many people give us the hearts, like the little, like not in the comments, but you know, the little, give us some hearts if you want it to be, because I want the bee, guys. And I mean, I know I saw your thing the other day when I was scrolling through stuff. I'm like, that white thing behind you. I was like, oh, I love that. Yeah, I love pine sign. Yeah, it's so fun. The be kind. Yeah. So fun. The bees have been so fun. Okay. So, and that's like a door hanger. So so the club is $15 a month. The subscription is $39.99, which includes shipping. And so that which I don't have it right here, it's over there. But my friend attached it as a wreath attachment, and it's a huge wreath piece. And so you could do it as a wreath attachment, just a door hanger. You could do it as just wherever you want to add it to your home decor, that kind of thing. Everybody wants to be. Okay. Everyone wants the bee. Okay. Yeah. So, and each month is it a little different?
Yeah, we're going to flip flop. Okay. So our other box, we used to have a tiered tray box and a maker box, which was end up being 9 lessons every other month, which is just a lot to consume and a lot for us to manufacture. So we're simplifying it. So the bee is just going to be like, besides that, this is coming with an extra one that it's just recorded. But in general, it's going to be one project that's going to be more consumable, something you can sit and do in less than an hour generally. And we are going to flip flop. It's not going to be a full tier tray thing like we do during our live classes. I want it to be like, it'll be a couple small pieces, but they could be the same type of thing or one bigger piece. So it's going to flip flop, but it is a surprise what's in there, except for this time we did show them what they're getting because the bee is so stinking cute.
I mean, seriously, like everyone needs to order the bee. So the subscription box is $39.99. That's a monthly. And then is that include, and that's separate from the $15 club?
Yeah, they're two separate things. Like the club, our monthly club is really for, you're going to shop your craft room and use your craft supplies. I give you a supply list. And then if you want to go get any of the things that I'm using, I give you Amazon links, or you can go to wherever you want to shop for whatever you want to do. A lot of times people will take what they have and just repurpose it into kind of like what we're doing. So like 2 months ago, we made a pillow covering with fabric and heat and bond and felt and and burlap. And puff vinyl. So it's always like, because the teacher and me, I'm like, we're always going to be adding something that you may not have tried before.
So and you use a variety. So it's a variety of things that you can teach them how to do.
Yeah.
But that's the $15. It's kind of like, hey, guess what? Get your feet wet, learn how to use this.
Yeah. It's more like we're going to sample using a whole variety of a lot of different things that can cut. Not everything. We don't do balsa wood or chip wood or anything like that because not everybody has the maker that has the deep blade. And on top of it, it takes eons to cut that stuff out versus just cutting it out with a laser. I mean, I'm talking hours. So, and it's messy. So I was like, we don't touch those, but we do faux leather. We do engraving, embossing, all the things. We touch on all of that. And in fact, we're having Pam, Pam, come in and she's going to show us how to hand letter. And we're taking our hand lettering and make it into an SVG in June. And we're going to make it into a project. Yeah, they're pretty super excited about that. So it's all like all the different ways you can use your machine. That's like everything comes back to the Cricut machine. So it's just two things: our monthly club where you just get your own supplies, or the subscription box where you get stuff shipped to you.
So and both of them are amazing price points, but like you're going to learn how to use your machine both ways. But the subscription box is similar, but it's more like mine where, hey, I'm going to just put the pieces into the box.
Yeah.
I'm going to ship you all the stuff with the adhesive and the paint. And then I'm going to teach you how to make it.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Same.
Awesome. And you teach only on the Cricut, right?
Yeah. We do have people who have other machines, but I only give directions for the Cricut. I don't own a Silhouette. I don't know how to use their software or the scan and cut. So I'm like, if you can cut an SVG file and then you should be able to generally follow along with what I'm teaching in Design Space. Most of it, I would say 99%, 95% people have a Cricut machine.
So let's talk about SVG in case because we have some people who are thinking about getting a machine. Maybe they've seen it. They're like, oh, this is really cute. And we've said SVG several times, but they may be like, what are they talking about? Like, what is that SVG thing? Because I didn't know what the SVG thing was.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell them?
It's just a techie word. It's scalable vector graphic. It's just a tech word for a pattern. It's just a pattern that you're gonna like, the hexagon behind Amy, like it's just a pattern of a hexagon. It's just it is gonna just tell the cutting machine what to cut. And so it's basically a template. And you can resize it and it doesn't get distorted. All the things. So it's just Leslie knows Pam too. That's who's going to be the one. That's the teacher.
Yes, Pam is awesome.
Yeah, so it's so sweet.
It's just a digital pattern.
But you can edit it versus a PNG, which is just a flat graphic.
Right.
That's one color. You can edit it with slicing and cutting, and that's It does take more work. If you have an SVG, it's sort of like you can easily digitally take away, oh, I don't want this sleeve. I don't want this sleeve. Or I want this sleeve to be yellow and this sleeve to be red. So you can easily like edit things with an SVG where you can't with a PNG.
Yeah,
So,
it's so easy. You just can. It is, once you get in there and mess with it, it's especially if you're not making, okay, even making the SVG from scratch isn't too hard if it's text. If it's an intricate drawing or something where a lot of different shapes have to go together, that's a little more tricky for me. But if it's just, you know, the text and a few other things, that's, okay, I'm just putting this in the links. Her box information and her club information is for $15 a month. Like for me, I'm like, that's a no-brainer. Like that's just like nobody, because you spent so much money in that machine, it's an investment. I think when I got my silhouette, I upgraded to the Cameo 4. I think I got it like on a Black Friday deal for like $300 with a whole bunch of extras, but it's an investment. I mean, and you don't want that money just sitting there not knowing how to use it. And you can either scream and cuss at YouTube, you know, or, you know, you can get a really good teacher, you know, and so you've got that, or you can go up a level and get like the big bang where you're going to make these really cute crafts that, and like what I like to call it is it's like fun and functional home decor. It's like one of those things when you're done, you're going to know what to do with it, because so many times as crafters, I feel like we make things and we're done with it and we're like, okay, like what do I do with this now? Like put it in a box, right? Yeah. So yes, you mean with the club, the $15 club?
I do. Yeah. In both of them, we have our own Facebook group. And on top of it, you have your own library. Like on my website, you just log in. There's a login button and you have a whole library where all your lessons live. So anything whenever you sign up, you can see all the lessons, and then you can just reference them whenever you want. Like if you want to craft, everybody has a different schedule. So that's why I do the pre-recorded video, but I also go live once a month and teach it live, just like Amy does. And so that way, if you have questions, you can come ask a question or say, hey, I didn't understand this direction. Can you show me how to do that? No, it's not in Kajabi. Also, it's not.
She probably has it built into your WordPress site, right?
No, we're actually on Thrivecart, but we're actually probably going to move to something else in the next few weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that's just, don't worry about that.
Yeah. Too tacky.
Just don't ask. I'm building out a membership site on my WordPress site, which is why I asked, but I should have held that in the back of my head.
No worries.
Yeah. So what do you think? So if you had to like tell me, I know you said your people like grow over time and they gain like, and you've had people with you for a long time, right? Like
years. Yeah. A lot of our people, especially if they start out in the club, that's kind of where people find me through our live classes. And then they kind of trickle into, depending on where stage they are in their craft journey with their Cricut machine. If you've never done it and you're not sure what to make and you need lots of inspiration, then the club probably is the place for you to start. Because there's, at the moment, before we switch tech in it, like hopefully a few weeks, if you join anytime soon, you have access to the past 3.5 years of all the crafts we've ever made. Which is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. When I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have made a lot of stuff. And so sometimes it's one thing of the month, and sometimes it's a whole tiered tray set, and sometimes it's a whole little birthday party like package. And so like anything that you can imagine, we've probably cut or made in there. So you get access to that. If you've already been a seasoned crafter and you don't live anywhere near supplies, and the thing too, like Amy and I, we manufacture our own wood cutouts. So you're not going to go to Amazon really and find exactly what we're cutting, or Hobby Lobby or anything like that. So if you want like specifically the cutouts that we're doing type of thing, then that would maybe be the subscription box. But we also have a DIY shop. You can get wood cutouts there too. So it just depends like what you're kind of looking for, or where are you on your crafting journey with your Cricut machine?
Yeah. And what I hear you saying is, you know, you've got like a good teacher, lots of options for people who it's not just one way. Like, you know, okay, hey, these people have got tons of stuff. They just need how to learn their machine. Let me help them there. Or, hey, these people, it's harder for them to get supplies, or, some people I find like what I hear a lot is I don't know what to make. I don't know what materials to use. I don't know where to start. But if someone tells me where to start and they give me the materials and they show me how to do it, I can make something amazing.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah. And so you've just got lots of options.
Yeah, because and the Cricut machine is not easy. It's a learning curve. Like when I got the machine, I got it home and I didn't even know you're supposed to have a mat with it. I was like, wait, it doesn't come with a mat? I have to go back to the store. I was just there. And now I can't even play with it until I go get weeding tools and a mat. I was like, I didn't know. So I was thinking, if I don't know this, other people don't know this too. So it just, my frustration led me, and being a teacher, that I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally teach people how to do this, because one, I already make SVG files and printables for years. So I'm like, once I found out you could use those on the Cricut machine, that really kind of pushed me toward, oh, that would be fun to teach people to do that.
So there was someone I was chatting with on Facebook, because we were talking about like tech crafting. Like, if you're a tech crafter, where do you like to start? Because that's me. Like, it's one of the reasons I connected with you, is because we both like to start with tech somehow, right? And so she's like, I got my Cricut and I finally got it to work, and then I cut this thing and I almost cried because I had to weed it. And she was like, I didn't realize I had to weed all of this little stuff.
Yeah.
And then the transfer paper is a whole nother deal, because if you screw that up and you don't know how to get that transfer paper down, it is a nightmare, because then you're, and I do more of like, if I'm using my Cricut now, sometimes I put like the vinyl or my silhouette. Very rarely do I ever do vinyl on a door hanger, because I usually do the wood, but I'll use it to stencil.
Yeah.
A lot of times to stencil. So yeah, I love it. I think, hold on, someone's saying there's just a lot. Oh, so someone's asking about Linda. She's asking if she keeps going back. So because she's an original silhouette and a Cricut that she got 2 years ago, and she keeps going back to the silhouette because she knows it. Is it a lot different to learn? So I don't know, because she's saying it isn't, but I want to tell you she does. Don't you have like a playbook, like a beginner's, like a playbook, or like a get started with Cricut guide for everybody?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have several.
Okay.
There are differences between the silhouette and the Cricut.
Yeah.
The silhouette, I think, can cut wider for like print and cut. You can cut, I think, a full sheet of like stickers and stuff. Mm-hmm. There are workarounds now that you can kind of cheat your way around for doing that on the Cricut, and they have expanded where you can do print and cut, but for the most part they do the same thing. It's just a matter of being comfortable with the software, I feel like, is the biggest hurdle. I already have I have guides on every which way you do it, whether you're going to use your desktop, your iPad. I know I don't have a phone one, because I don't believe in using your phone, because it's so tiny that I'm like, come on, who has the eyesight for that?
Don't do it.
That's like so, that would just be so frustrating. And then people are going to be frustrated. And I'm like, I don't know how to help you, because I don't believe in using your phone, because it's so tiny. And you can't really download the files and stuff exactly on your phone that you can the iPad and your desktop. So I do have a beginner class. Like if you're a brand new beginner, you just got your machine, you don't know what to do. I have the Maker, the Explorer, and the Joy. I give you one SVG file and I show you, look, we're going to make a card out of it. We're going to make a pillow cover with it. And we're going to make a vinyl sign. So that way, by the end of it, you know how to do paper, you know how to do vinyl, and you know how to do heat transfer. So with one SVG file. So that should get you over the hump. And it even shows you how to hook it up and register it and do all the things. So I think we really have covered, if people choose to read or watch videos, that we have answered your questions in every which way possible.
Yeah, it is. It's I think it's it's really having someone help you through it. And I feel like all those years ago, there weren't these resources. It was like, you just kind of had to figure it out. YouTube didn't have the resources. And even now, like, you have a choice, right? You can spend forever digging through the stuff and trying to find the right place in the video, and where did they say that, and did they really show me the right way? Or you can find a great teacher who's going to like get you over that hump so much quicker, so that you can get to that place where you're making beautiful gifts and beautiful home decor, and if you want to, eventually selling it, right?
Oh yeah. because our SVGs come with a commercial license anyway, but we only ask that you can't share our files,
Right.
but you can make physical items with them to sell. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people will make stuff and sell them at craft fairs or like church bazaars and stuff like that. Because like you're spending a lot of money on the machine and the materials. So why wouldn't you want to try to recoup some of that and make some fun money on the side, because it's fun using your Cricut, and a lot of people have extra time, especially if you're retired, to do these things.
Yep. You can support your habit.
Oh, yes. I know, because I just found a box. I'm like, shoot, more things from the Dollar Tree that I haven't done anything with. I'm like, what am I going to do with this stuff?
Okay. Do you, so will you, I kind of was, do you want to screen share? Or do you want me to screen share? Because I kind of wanted to see if we could get some of your past projects up here for people to see. Because guys, they're stunning. Her past projects are stunning. You should be able to screen share.
Yeah, let me open my, hang on.
Because she does, so it's so funny that you've got like a white pumpkin in one picture where you have like your name on it. I bought a pumpkin last fall to do that, and I never got to it. And then I saw that you did it, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that was one of my first videos. And if you don't watch it, because you're gonna get sick, I fast forwarded it so much, and I was moving the pumpkin around because it's kind of unwieldy or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I probably could have done a better job on that video, but that was like 4 years ago. So I'm like, we've come a long way in our videos. Let me find our club.
So she's going to want you to just ask if you have an example. Yeah. She's going to show you like what she does. And
well, I'll show you. Hang on. This is what we just did. I'm going to show you all the things. We just did this Wednesday. And for fun, I showed him how to do a fake bake. We just taught this class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Fake bake, strawberry pie.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing, like, we did wood blocks, and then this paper. What's so cool about the Cricut is you can cut so many things with it, which is why I'm just like all the different ways you can do it. This is print and cut. So this is just vinyl. So we cut out the vinyl. We did the little strawberries. And then this is print and cut. So it's another feature you can do on your machine, which is totally cool.
So so what that is like you size it in your printer, or you can print it, and it has, at least in the silhouette, it has these little marks.
Yeah, registration marks.
Yeah, you can feed it through your machine, and your machine cuts it out for you. So it is a super cool piece of tech. Yeah.
So then we did flowers. So we cut these out ourselves. Cut all the little middle parts out ourselves. Oh my gosh. We did this one, which I don't think a lot of people, the beginners didn't exactly like this one. This one's a little bit more advanced because it's a lot of layering. And I had him weld all the red together and all the white together. So then when you did weed it and stick it on here, it's already perfectly placed. So so we did all that. And then we did we made our own strawberries with felt and fabric. You can cut on your machine depending on which machine you have, or we showed them how to hand cut it too. So it just can do so many different things. but I was like, I'm always mixing up, like when we do live classes, I was like, well, we've got to show them what the machine can do, because what if they didn't know?
Yes. And that's like, I have the fabric. I've had the fabric cutting tool for like a gazillion years. I've never cut fabric. Like I like wood is kind of my thing. And, but I will.
But it's like, you like painting and I don't like painting. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Like, I don't like painting.
I just haven't ever, because there's so many things you can do, and it's just getting into all of them. Right.
Yeah.
It's fun. So hold on. I've got your website. I wanted to go to.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We did stuff the berries. Yep. Leslie, was it you? Somebody who did the super cute, they did striped fabric. They did like gingham fabric. They mixed and matched their strawberry fabrics. It was so cute.
Okay. Leslie does really cute crafts. Okay. So here, let me share my screen and let me show them some of this stuff just so they can see. Guys, we're just going to see how this works. This is what I want to share. Okay. So here's some of her SVGs that you can buy, right? And this is different from your club, right?
Yeah, those are just for sale separately.
That's what Juanita was asking about. Could you see some of, but these are not, but this is an example of what you might get. Look how cute all these are. Okay. So if we go to, I think it's under your, these are kits you can buy separately, right?
Yeah.
It's familiar. Okay, so let's see. This is it. Okay. So fun, fast. This is the club, not the box. So
yeah, the club.
Yep. She's got these tutorials, and you guys need to go to it's printcutcraft.net. Okay. But look, she has a virtual party, the beginner's guide. But here's where I wanted you guys to see. These are some of the projects that they've made. I mean, if you could, for $15 a month, learn how to do this. I mean, look how gorgeous this is. Everything is so cute. And it's just so smart. I mean, because you've paid so much for that machine and you need a good teacher. I love all of these. Look at this.
That wood sign is double-sided. So the other side is a snowman. So I wasn't sure how that one was going to go over because we were going to make him do woodworking, and I don't normally make him do woodworking, but they loved it. They made so many cute signs with that.
I mean, I think it's just branching out, and look, a welcome mat. I mean, I don't know how to do some of this stuff, honestly, with my machine. I'm sure I could. Like, I've never made a flower. I was never a card maker, you know. So, and then let me find your box just to
that one is that one's on our blog. Like, it's that I think if you go to printcutcraft.net/DIY, what did I send you? I don't know what it is. DIY kits, I think. No, DIY boxes, I think it is.
Which is, this is it, the Crafters Collective, right?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, let's look here. Okay, look at all these happy people and the super cute I love your tape. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, and so this is that bonus they're getting this month.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, and her people really do. I mean, she's just, okay, this too. Look at these kits, guys.
This is when we were doing the more full on, either you got a tier tray or a bigger maker box, but it ended up being like 9 lessons a month for us to manufacture. Well, every other month, but on top of everything else we do, it was a lot. And so we were switching it to be a little bit more simple.
Just so that they can actually like get the most out of the membership.
Yeah.
Look how cute this is. Hey there, pumpkin. I mean, just some really cute stuff, guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh. But all of this comes out of your brain. That's what blows my mind.
Yeah, because I'm always thinking like mixing and matching what you could do with the machine.
I mean, that's awesome. It's awesome. So hold on. Someone said, isn't the other side a scarecrow?
Yeah, we did one side a scarecrow, one side a snowman.
Okay. So Juanita's got can cozies. The flowers and it is all. Yes, I saw the stuffed strawberries. Yes, I did. So, okay, this is the truth. I looked at making stuffed strawberries. I thought that would be fun. And you know what I did? I looked at it and I was like, yeah, no, like I'm not going to try that.
Well, I wasn't sure how this sewing, because I was like, half the time I tried to do things where you could at least do it with your glue gun. Yeah. And I was like, really, you could probably do it with the glue gun. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but I was like, we're going to stitch this. So. Okay.
So do y'all have any questions specifically? I mean, everything is so cute. And I think especially if you have a Cricut and you want to learn how to use it, it's a no-brainer. I mean, even the $39 plus shipping, I mean, that's what you cannot go to Hobby Lobby and get that experience.
No, you can't.
You can't get the support, the education. And at Hobby Lobby, you're going to spend 10 times more because you have to buy, I mean, all of the things instead of just what you need to make that one project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I love your work.
Well,
I
thanks,
really
Amy.
do. She's such an awesome teacher, and she's got so much to offer. So I dropped the link so they can find you a couple places. It's in the description. If they have questions and maybe they don't feel comfortable asking here, should they message you your page, Print Cut Craft?
Yeah, they can message us or email us.
Okay.
We get it. Everybody, we get all correspondence.
Okay. Yeah, you can message her and she can answer your questions. Oh, somebody wants to know what nights you teach.
That's different each month. You'll have to check the class calendar. A lot of times, because we give it to you the first and we want you to get time to get the supplies, whether it's the subscription box or you're going to go shop yourself and get the supplies for the club project. So we try to do it like the third or fourth week, but it all depends on the schedule. And we also, because we know we're not going to meet everybody's time needs, we do it at 7 p.m. Central because I'm in Texas. And then you have the replays. I mean, you already have the videos from the very first day of the month anyway. So a lot of people work ahead, or people just like to skim the videos and then come watch me do it live. But you guys have the resources to craft at your leisure.
And I find that that's what a lot of people do. They like to come to the live because they like to talk. They like to ask questions. But then a lot of people, they're like in bed or they're whatever when you're live teaching, and then they go do the craft later. Like I find most people are not crafting with me.
Yeah, we have probably like half and half, but we do it at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah.
Okay, 7 p.m. Central. Okay, and it's available like forever and ever. Amen.
Yes, we get that question a lot too.
Yeah. Like, do I have to yes, you get the replay. So yeah, but I mean, you don't have to hop on live. I'm assuming like if someone can't watch the live and they ask a question later, you still help them, right?
Oh, yes. And all you need to do is put it in the comments and we get to it.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite part? Just before we hop, and because I don't know if anyone has questions, but I just want to know what's your favorite part about working with your ladies in your group. I mean, I know you do that live event. So you guys, Tracy's so sweet. I gotta tell you a story. So she's helping me with this stuff, and then she's saying she has a live event. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think I live under a rock sometimes because I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my children. That's my children. Anyone who's used to me knows there's drama here. So whatever. No. I don't know, but you don't have your clothes on. Okay. So anyway, so she's like, so you come to my live event, and it's August 5th on my son's birthday, but she was just like, come and hang out and just whatever. And I was like, what? But it's my son's birthday. So I was trying to figure out like, how can I still get there?
I know you can't miss your kid's birthday.
No, I can't miss my kid's birthday,
That's
but I really want
to explain.
But I know that's one of the things that you love about. Okay, so let's say, Tabor, I'm taking a sidetrack. Hold on. I know how many times have I been live and I've been like, stop, don't come over here. You're not dressed. And they're still trying to like pop their head in. Oh my God. So anyway, but I know that's one of the things you love is being with your people.
Yeah, we have an awesome group of really, really nice crafters, and they love to get to know each other and form friendships and make their own little crafting groups where they get together and stuff. So we just have a really awesome community of crafters who are just really kind.
And and I think that's where it's really at, is when they know they can show up, they can be themselves, they can ask questions, they can be vulnerable. They can say, hey, guess what? I messed this up. What do I do? They don't feel like they're going to be judged or criticized, but supported. And that's the community piece in your group is really where it's at. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's Pam. Hey, Pam. This is my friend, Pam. So she just said hi. Okay. So awesome, guys. So is there anything else you want to add?
No, if you don't know what to do with your Cricut, or you need help with it, or you just love your Cricut, come check us out.
Yeah, she's awesome, guys. You won't regret it. Like if I could, I would join her group and I'd buy a Cricut. If I ever buy a Cricut, just, I'm going to join the group because I don't want to scream and holler around it. Juanita, you're sweet. I do. I try and help you guys. I like you a lot.
Yeah, you're a great teacher.
Yeah. So yeah. And if you're inspired to buy a Cricut, Donna wants to know if she can buy the bee door hanger. So the bee door hangers in her subscription box. That's how you get it. And she doesn't usually sell it, right? It's usually, you don't usually show it ahead of time. It's usually
we don't usually show it, and we only have its exclusive in the box.
Right. It's in the box, yes. So cute.
I'm about to have a coughing fit.
Oh, thank you, Chris. And Amy, I don't have the time to join the group. I know, but you know, oh, okay. Yeah. So if you want the bee door hanger, it's part of her subscription club. My wheels are turning. Okay. So yeah, guys, shoot her a message, ask her a question. Oh, they want to see the bee again.
You want to see what it looks like attached to a wreath?
Yes. Oh my God. Look how cute that is.
Hang on.
Are the polka dots? Is that cut on the on your Cricut? Oh, she left. Just a second. She'll come back. I'm glad you guys like me.
Polka dots or vinyl?
That's what I thought.
They give you 2 patterns, so you can choose. Do you want polka dots or this swirly thing? But she made this. It's like a honeycomb shape, and she made it into a really fancy. This is Kathy with decorator crafts. She made this with our bee. Isn't that cute?
What kind of laser do you have?
A Bess.
Okay. I know, it's so cute. I know. I'm over here dying. That is adorable. She also, okay, your bunny heads she has these bunny heads and they twist on and off. Okay, Elaine has a question about when payments are drafted.
So when you sign up, the box closes tomorrow. So either you sign up today or tomorrow, whenever you sign up, but it's only open till tomorrow. You're going to be charged. Let's just say it's today. Then the box ships on the 1st. On Monday it ships, and then on the 10th of every month you're going to be charged. And then on at the latest it's going to be the 1st. So it'll ship like 2 or 3 weeks later. But our gal who does our work storeroom and does all the shipping, she wants to get stuff out earlier. So I'm guessing it'll go out probably. You pay on the 10th, and I'm guessing it's going to go around the 20th to 25th. Because she likes to get stuff done early.
Okay, but by the 1st. Okay. Yeah. So you pay on the 10th, and then it ships
on the 1st at the latest.
Days later. It gives you a chance to, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Awesome. Okay. And those of you guys that are in her club, I want to see what you make. So make sure you show me. So
Leslie just finished. Yep. Leslie needs to show you. She just made a whole bunch of strawberry stuff.
Oh my gosh. Leslie. She's like that. She crafts so many fun things. She really does. I think she's in I think she crafts with Cindy too.
Does she? Yeah.
The glass. Okay. All right, ladies. So print cut craft. I'll drop the links like after we hop off. So they're like my last comment. And then questions, reach out to Tracy on her website or DM her or email them and they'll get back to you. But the box closes tomorrow. So if you want the bee, you want the box, you got to grab that tomorrow. And she's just awesome. You guys can't say enough good things about her. She really is a great teacher and just like a genuinely good person. And just before we say goodbye, I'll tell you this. So like we're in a group together. That's how we met. We met the first time. She told me everything she does. Like, this is how my business runs. She gave me all of the information. And I was like, okay. And then I'm launching and we do similar stuff. Like we do wood. We do smaller signs, it's not the same, but it's similar. She's like, oh, hold on. Let me help you. I'm going to send you all the files. We're going to help you with, and she was sick. I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to help you. And that's just her heart to give to other people and same with her students. So like, she was never once worried that like, oh wait, hold on. I'm not going to help her because she was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be great. It's going to go great for you. Just do this, do that. And it's going to be fine. So that's genuinely who she is. And that's kind of teacher you're getting. And that's kind of person that like I can stand behind and say, hey, y'all want to be with her because she's awesome.
Thanks, Amy.
So she is.
I
She's
know.
awesome.
We're very similar. Our brains think alike.
We do. We have a lot of and again, you need to thank her for the short videos because I would have never done the short videos. So anyway, yes, you're right, Leslie. Good people find good people, but she's really the best. So y'all have an awesome night. Grab that box because tomorrow is the last time that you get that really cute bee. And I can't wait to see what you guys make with her.
Thanks, Amy.
Y'all have fun with your Cricuts. All right, guys. Love you guys. Sweet dreams, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye. Good night.